Hey guys, welcome to my second video. This is my step-by-step cowboy butter shrimp recipe. Very simple, super delicious. We are just going to start by butterflying our shrimp. We pretty much just want to slice down the back just to open the shrimp up. We essentially want a flat shrimp so that when we saute it, it gets a nice crust on both sides. So you see how that looks? So that's exactly how we want it. And we're going to do that to all of our shrimp. For this recipe, I left the tails on, so now I'm just seasoning it with my all-purpose seasoning. My all-purpose seasoning is not in stock right now, so you can really use whatever you like. Just make sure it tastes good. Then I'm just going to toss it up, and then I am going to get my pan nice and hot so I can saute my shrimp. I'm going to start with some olive oil. You can use grapeseed oil if you like, but you want to make sure that your pan is hot before you put your shrimp in. And as you can see, I'm making sure that it's laying flat, so not just one side is getting cooked. And while we're cooking this, we're also not going to fully cook it because we have to put it back into our butter sauce, and nobody wants rubbery shrimp. So now you can see I'm starting to flip the shrimp over, and they're nice and seared on one side. And I'm only going to leave them in the pan for about another minute because, like I said, I do not want to overcook these shrimp. I want them to be nice, tender, and juicy once I add them to this delicious butter sauce that we're getting ready to make. Now I'm going to add some oil, and then I'm just going to go in with some finely minced garlic, fresh garlic only. I hate the jar garlic. It tastes like it's like pickled or something. I'm not a fan. But I'm just going to go in with some more of my all-purpose seasoning. I'm going to go in with some smoked paprika. And then I'm also going to go in with some red pepper flake. I love red pepper flake, as you can see. And then I'm also going to go in with a little bit of black pepper, freshly cracked black pepper if you have it, please. But I'm just going to get that nice and toasty. And then I'm going to go ahead and start gradually adding in my butter. I used about 2 sticks of butter for this, unsalted, of course. Salted butter is really only for like waffles and toast and things like that. You don't really want to be cooking with salted butter unless the recipe calls for it, but you want to be able to control your salt levels in your food. This is why us Americans have health problems as it is. So as you can see, I'm just, moving the butter around the pan because I kind of want to like make it into a creamy kind of sauce. I'm just going to go ahead and add some Dijon mustard as well. By you moving around the butter, it kind of slows down the process of the melting instead of you just making like a seafood boil sauce in a sense. So as you can see, I just lowered the heat a little bit also because I don't want to break the butter sauce because I just added the mustard. So yes, just keep adding butter, keep adding butter, keep adding butter until you have enough sauce for your shrimp. It's just me and my household, so I didn't make a whole lot of shrimp. I just made it enough to look good on camera. So I'm just, stirring the butter until it's almost completely melted, and then we'll go ahead and toss our, lemon juice and everything in there. So that is Italian parsley that I'm adding into the mix. You always need something green for color. It makes everything look delicious, So I'm stirring that in, and I did that at the very end because I didn't want it to turn into that dull green kind of color when something is overcooked. Again, this is like a very fresh recipe. I also squeezed in half of a lemon. You don't want to get the seeds in there. If you have a lemon juicer, feel free to use that as well. I couldn't find mine, so this is where we're at. And then I also went and zested half of a lemon. And now I'm just going to go ahead and add back my shrimp. And you see it's almost cooked. And now the residual heat from the butter sauce will continue to cook the shrimp because the butter sauce was very hot. So yep, you just want to toss your shrimp in that delicious sauce. And that's pretty much it. It's super simple, perfect appetizer, or this could be an entree for your dinner. You could eat this with pasta. You could eat it with rice. You could eat it with just veggies. Honestly, it's really up to you. It was delicious though. So please try my recipe, guys, and make sure you subscribe. Later.